Let's have example number 1. The masses of a group of children are normally distributed with a mean of 27 kilograms and a variance of 9 kilograms squared. Calculate the standard score of 24 kilograms. So, standard score lang. So, let's write the given values muna. In this case, we have mean, your random variable x is actually the mass of a child in kilograms. Okay, and then your random variable follows a normal distribution with a mean of 27 and a variance of 9. Okay, masyadong ma-intimidate sa notation. Ibig sabihin lang nan, your random variable follows a normal distribution. And all we have to do is to convert, no? Yung lang tanong sa atin is z is equal to, so we have x minus mu divided by your standard deviation. And in this case, yung variance mo dito is 9. So, ibig sabihin, if your variance is 9, then your standard deviation is equal to 3. Let's substitute. So, we want to transform 24 into standard score minus the mean of 27 divided by 3. And the final answer is 24 minus 27. It's negative 3 divided by 3. And your z value is equal to negative 1. Let's have number 2. Find the value of each of the following probabilities. Mas maganda yung drawing natin, no? So we have here, probability that z is greater than 0.83. So hanapin muna natin yung 0.83 dito sa ating distribution. Gamit tayo ng ruler para mas masaya. 0.83 is somewhere here. 0.83. Okay, so let's draw a line. Tapos, greater than, no? So lahat ng pa dito. Greater than, hindi masyado maganda yung pag-shade ko. Pero anyway, okay na yan. Greater than 0.83. And all we have to do is to, sabi sa atin, if we want to get the probability that's greater than 0.83, all we have to do is to subtract the probability of z less than equal to 0.83 from 1. Okay, and we will be consulting our table over here. It's 0.83, no? 0.83, ibig sabihin, kailangan kong pumunta sa 0.8 at sa 0.3. So, the intersection will be here. Tama? Here. So, 0.7967. 1 minus 0. Nalimutan ko. 7967. 7967. And all we have to do is to subtract this. Let's get your calculator. 1 minus 0.7967. The answer is 0.2033. 2033. So, ito yung area nun. 0.2033. Let's have another example. For number 2, we want the probability of z to be less than negative 1.89. Probability that z is less than negative 1.89. So all we have to do is to draw this first. So let's get the ruler again. 1.89, mga malapit na sa negative 2 yun. No? So dito. Then all we have to do is to shade that part na gusto natin kuhanin yung area. Okay. So for example, okay na yan. Again, it's negative 1.89. Okay. Again, wala din ito directly sa ating table. So, ikukunin pa natin yung, paano ba to? 1.89. Kunin natin tong area na tong white part. Kasi itong white part na to, pag ni-reverse mo yan, less than 1.89. No? So, 1 minus pa rin. It's 1 minus probability that z is less than positive 1.89. So, punta ulit tayo sa table natin. 1.89. So, we have to look at 1.8 and then sa 89. So, dito sa pinakadulo, it's 0.9706. 0.9706. So, it's 1 minus 0.6. And, of course, let's get your calculator. 1 minus 0.9706. And the answer is 0.0294. Okay, ayun yung area nito. Itong maliit na part na to. 0.0294. Let's have number 3. For number 3, that's probability that z is less than 0.54. Drawing ulit natin. To the left of positive z. So, mga 0.54 na dito yun sa medyo half. Tama ba? Medyo half. Between 0 and 1. So, let's say that is your 0.54. And let's shade those parts. Necessary ba na i-shade? Well, of course, mahalaga na i-shade mo para alam mo kung ano yung area na kinukuha mo. So, let's shade this part. Okay, since this is to the left of a positive z value, all you have to do is to directly look on our table. 0.54, 0.5 here, and then this is 0.54. So, 0.5, 0.4, so it's 0.7054. 0.7054. Okay. For number 4, we want the probability that z is greater than 0 but less than 2.55. So let's locate 0. Here is 0. 2.55 is somewhere here. Medyo lampas ng konti sa gitna ng 2 and 3. And then all you have to do is to, again, shade those parts. So that is the area that we want. Okay, according to our kanina, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, to get this particular area, all we have to do is to get the probability of z that's less than 2.55 minus the probability that z is less than 0. Ito, alam ko kung ano ito. Less than 0. 0.5 lang yan, no? Pero ito, 2.55, let's look at our table. 2.55, 2.5, 555. This one, 2.55. So it's 0.9946. 46, and yeah. So the final answer is, if you subtract that one, it will become 0.4945. Let me verify that. 2.55. 9946. Should be 9946. Okay, so this should be 6. 9946. Okay. And lastly, let's have number 5. Okay, drawing muna ulit natin. We want to get the probability that z is between negative 1.2 and 0.78. 1.2, mga banda dito yung 1.2. And we want the 0.78, so wala pa siya sa 1. 0.78 is somewhere here. And we want this area. So all we have to do is to shade this part para alam natin kung anong area yung kinukuha natin. Okay, so again, nasa pagitan ulit ng dalawang z-scores, all we have to do is to get the probability of z that is less than 0.78 minus the probability that z is less than negative 1.2. But the problem is, we don't have negative 1.2 no, sa table natin. So, gagawin pa natin dyan. Kailangan pa natin yung isubtract from 1. So, minus 1 minus probability that z is less than positive 1.2. Okay? So, 0.78 and 1.2. Well, for example, ayoko nang tingnan sa ano, no? Ayoko nang tingnan sa table. I will introduce GeoGebra. Let's have a new window. Again, pagbukas nyo ng GeoGebra, ito yung lalabas sa inyo. If you're going to use Classic 5, ito yung lalabas. I want you to go to probability. This one, probability. Lalabas niyo itong probability na to. Pag kinilik mo yung statistics, you have several tests here. Mga basic statistical tests. Dito sa distribution, we want the distribution. Ngayon, dito sa normal, pwede mong, tinuro ko na before yung binomial, no? Sa binomial. Ito we want the normal probability distribution. Okay. So, hindi mo na kailangan, pag meron ka ito, hindi mo na kailangan tumingin sa table. Yun nga lang, may mga differences sa values na ibinibigay niya kaysa dun sa binibigay ng table. Pero okay lang naman. So, task ko lang ng tanong content. Okay. We want negative 1.2. So, ito, pwede mong kuhanin yung area to the left of a z, pwedeng to the right of a z, walang problema. Okay naman in between. Okay, so since this is in between, all we have to do is to type in negative 1.2. So, it's negative 1.2. Okay, para pwede mo naman i-click and drag to, pero okay lang din naman i-type mo dito. And then, 0.78. 0.78. Okay, so the answer is 0.6672. So that's it, 0.6672. Now, let's try to solve everything using GeoGebra. For example, we want this one, yung number 1. Let's see nga kung parehas ang ibibigay ni GeoGebra to. So we want the area to be greater than, so we will click this, greater than 0.83. So 0.83. The answer is 0.2033. Yeah, tama tayo. Let's have number 2. Number 2, we want the area to be less than. So instead of this one, we're going to click this one. Less than negative 1.89. Negative 1.89. The answer is 0.0294. Yes, tama ulit tayo. How about number 3? For number 3, we want the area to be less than 0.54. So, di mo na kailangan baguhin yung directions. Negative 0.54. The answer is 0.7054. Yes, tama ulit tayo. And then finally, let's verify number 4. For number 4, it's between 0. So, we have to click this one. It's between 0 and 2.55. Click enter. The answer is 0.4946. So, andito na din yung illustration. Okay?